So the violence has incited itself upon itself, and we find that small groups of people are being organized through semantic networks, meaning that they're being informed through our web services and our internet. They're carrying phones like I have here. I'm talking into a phone. What we need to do is identify whose phones are going into what areas and how close they're coming into proximity of one another, and identify groups of 3 or more. These are not just paid protesters. These are people who are intentionally knocking down the media, not limited to CNN or MSNBC, what they did to them, but they also attack Fox News because they don't want their faces seen, because they're making a grab at this. They're going nationwide to make a smash and grab, and it's not long until they hit a liquor store or a weapons store, and not only do they get drunk and they get guns, but they're going to go do something crazy. We just saw a federal official get murdered in San Francisco, Nancy Pelosi's territory. What does she have to say? Is this okay that we're killing feds now? The question here lies in is who is organizing it and what network is it being organized through. My thought process is that these people are utilizing Apple and Apple technology. And so we need to monitor that technology because it's been talked about in the underground in St. Paul that they're in this place all together and they're all living together underground. And they call it the underground. They're all sharing smokes, they said. They're all eating cans of beans, but they're all working together. So wherever this group of people is, all of their phones have hotspots, and those hotspots need to be traced, and we need to find where they are from out of state, where they've come together in state, and then we need to turn their phones on and start listening to them. We need to reverse the feed, which means Donald Trump needs to reapprove the Patriot Act immediately. He needs to open up the Patriot Act because this is terrorism. This is terrorism on our soil, and we're losing our country, and we don't know where these people came from. We don't know what country they came from. We don't know who's backing them. We don't know their political financing. And we need to track them. And we need to remove their abilities to communicate with each other. And then we need to infiltrate ourselves into their societies as quickly as possible. And then we need to remove the things that they have, like bombs. Because there will be bombs. There will be front doors kicked in. There will be families murdered. The conflicting story coming out of Minnesota is that please protest peacefully, but don't protest after a certain time because then you're not peaceful, even if you are peaceful. It's just pure confusion. And then the other one comes up and says, I understand what BLM is. I'm one of you. But you can't empathize with a cause and tell them not to be a cause because it's a conflict of thought processes. And you've attacked religion so much, you've told them that they can't have places of worship, they can't love God so much that we don't have any imams out there, we don't have any of the Catholic Church out there, no Samaritans, no Baptists, nobody out there that has a process, no evangelicals out there saying, let's come together, let's do a singing, let's sing from dawn until dusk at 8 o'clock, and then we'll do a feeding of the poor. This is going to be a bigger problem than you think. When they open fire on the feds as they're leaving a building, that means it's a targeted murder. And they're going to start targeting people. And when they got in the 3rd precinct, they got the computers from the state of Minnesota. So they know where every single police officer lives. So I hope you recognize that your home is not your home and this is not the land of the free. And if you don't get out the military, the militia will step in. You ain't never seen them. They got miniguns on the back of pickup trucks. You'll see bodies flopping on the ground. God bless God. Get control of yourselves. You're losing it.